Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I pray that you are all well. So listen, there was no way that I was going to send you the 1.5 hour webinar that we were on yesterday. No way. Nobody's got an hour and a half to listen back. So what we're doing in this video is highlighting the most important parts, and I'm gonna kind of condense it down. So what did we talk about first? We talked about the report that I've done. That report covers over 25 years of watching the rise of weight-related issues amongst Muslim women. Now, some people might be thinking, but I don't have any weight-related issues. Even if you are very slim visibly, sometimes we have a lot of what's called visceral fat, that's internal fat that is surrounding our organs. But also from any type of weight comes other problems like obesity, heart disease, diabetes even, and all of them are on the rise, even mental health issues. And in particular, I wanted to highlight what is happening with our next generation, because we as Muslim women, we are the carers of the future. Whether or not we are mothers, we still have a level of responsibility to take care and to feed and to nurture our next generation. And unfortunately, it's all on the decrease. If we don't fix our situation now, then our next generation is going to be very, very weak and possibly sick. So I really wanted to highlight that in this report. And we were looking at some of the biggest countries around the world, namely the ones with the most obesity are places like Kuwait, Qatar. It's normally the GCC areas, but then you've got large amounts in the Far East like Indonesia, even Pakistan, and then you've got several other major cities in the world. So basically what I have been saying is we have a problem, and our problem is getting worse. We have over 200 million of us Muslim women who are suffering, and something needs to be done about it. And here's where I come at play. So for the last few decades, I have been really focusing on Tibb Nabawi, which is prophetic medicine. Mainly things like hijama, talking about honey, black seed, and how to treat our bodies naturally. But what a lot of people don't know about me is that I actually have a background in fitness. And many moons ago, I actually certified the first type of Islamic fitness, which is based around the prayer movements, and that's called Raqqa Fitness. So with all of that in mind, my approach is really holistic. And what happened was I myself went through a really low point in my life, and that's what prompted me to get my book, The Glow, out, where I talk about my own personal struggles, how I have the knowledge, I know what to do, I've been training people for years, but because of my own personal circumstance, I kind of fell into a little bit of a depression. And then I decided to come out and recreate one of my programs that I used to do many years ago, and that's called The Glow. This program was also prompted by a dear sister of mine who was suffering from a lot of mental health issues, we would say, mainly depression. But I had a conversation with her, and it really broke my heart, because she said, you know, Anisa, I don't want to continue, like I'm asking Allah to take me away. And you know, I've known this sister for many years. She's a beautiful, very vibrant sister, and to hear her or use those words, it really shocked me, and I had to literally do something about it. I was like, Allah has given me all these major skills. I have studied from pathology to stress to cancers, and I know what to do. So it was like, how do I satisfy mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, and physical health? How do I increase the sisterhood? How do I help people to come back to the prophetic medicine, the Sunnah, you know, the Quran, and implement this stuff, not just memorize it or read it? How do I help tackle all of these problems that people are facing, but also take care of their akhirah? So again, that's where this program stemmed from. And let me quickly tell you about the program before I move on. So this program is over 12 weeks. You come in, you assess yourself, you set yourself personal goals, but you take small, consistent steps. And we have a small sisterhood. In that group, you will have an exercise a day, you have certain drinks that you drink, you have a mindset that you have to develop to understand what your relationship is with food, for instance, or why you are inactive. And then we just walk this journey together. It's really simple, but it's not like anything else on the market, believe me, because instead of having meal plans, sometimes we'll sneak in a meal that is what an orphan or refugee will be having. And the reason why I did that was because I look at the current programs and everything is about me, 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 me. Where as Muslims, we are supposed to be one body. So if one part of our body is hurting, the other part is supposed to feel it. And right now we have a lot of devastation around the world. So as part of our program, we actually feed orphans. And on the last program that we were on, we got to plant trees in our name. We planted trees by orphans in orphanages. And alhamdulillah, I went there myself and literally saw the grounds, met the orphans, and now some of those trees have actually bared fruit, alhamdulillah. So this program is really, really holistic, but it also highlights some of the best women in the world. So for instance, let me give you an example. If we are doing certain exercises like this, we are remembering Maryam, may Allah be pleased with her, when she had to shake the tree. So we are doing moves like this, like Nusayba, who defended our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, and like Hajar, who ran from Marwa to Safa 7 times. The exercises are a little bit like a history lesson. And again, I've kept it very simple, and this beautiful community helps us to have accountability. We share the drinks that we have made and some of the meals. We encourage each other and we support each other like sisters are supposed to do. And that's done all over just 12 weeks. Now on this particular program, we are starting in November and ending just before Ramadan. Why? Because I've thrown in a bonus of a Ramadan detox, inshallah. Now let me talk about some of the technicalities. For instance, the exercises. I've devised simple exercises that you can do from your own home. In fact, you can do them sitting down if you have to. Let me share with you one of our biggest successes, and that was a sister who actually lost 17.5 inches in just 7 weeks while she was sitting at the edge of her bed. Can you believe that? Subhanallah. But it's not just about the inches that you're losing. Her mental health picked up, her confidence picked up, her energy picked up. And I'm really happy to say that she'll be joining us on this glow again. Another reason why I really wanted to create this specifically for Muslim women is because there are a lot of programs out there, but some of them are not appropriate for us. For instance, they'll have music or they're not dressed correctly. Some will even have male trainers. This program is specifically for Muslim women. All of the moves cater for women, and they really do help with things like pregnancy, periods, and menopause. But one of the most important things is that it strengthens your prayer movements. So enough about the program. I'll come back to that later. But let me tell you a little bit about what I'm seeing in the community and what I've seen over the years. So I actually started off my journey when I came to Islam 32 years ago. Alhamdulillah, so blessed with Islam. I was a PE teacher and I was working in the Muslim schools, and I saw that the next generation, they were really unhealthy. Hardly any of the schools had playgrounds. A lot of them didn't even have PE, and unfortunately the fitness levels of the children weren't up to standards at all. I'm a grandmother and a mother of 5, and I've worked with children all of my life. And I must say, I've got a personal passion to help the next generation. When I was looking at this report and I was seeing the results, I was like, we have to do something about this. The beautiful thing is that whatever you learn, you can implement with your children. I'm really somebody who doesn't like people to be dependent on me, because anything can change. Allah could take me back to Him. My circumstances might change, but I believe in giving you the recipe so that you can follow it and do it yourself. And that's what our program's about. So apart from having this passion to motivate our next generation so that they can see us as the role models and the example, is the fact that the rise of cancers, diabetes, like I said, heart-related issues, you name it, they're all on the rise. And we should be a nation that's about prevention. We're supposed to be the shining examples. We have the treasures and the solutions within our Quran and Sunnah. So our main objective of this program is to do what? Is to bring you back to Allah, bring you closer to Allah. Make sure that we are using this amana, your vehicle, my vehicle, in the right way, so we can go out and serve people properly. And yesterday on the live, we talked about the fact that if we are sick and constantly in bed or constantly on medication or even depressed, we can't live up to our full potential. So that's why we get together as a group and we motivate each other. Now, I don't want to turn this into another hour and a half webinar, so I'm going to leave you with this. My personal passion is I would like us all to be a part of this ajr, these blessings. And I can only do what I can do. By the grace of Allah, I've been blessed with having traveled around to so many countries, learning all of these wonderful traditions and skills so that I can bring it to you. Unfortunately, a lot of my teachers and the people that I learned from have passed away. And this is my way of making sure that their work also continues, inshallah. But I need your help. I need everybody to share this. You have my permission. And how do we share this? We forward this video to our community leaders, to people that have got big networks, even to people that have got businesses. Because hey, maybe their way of looking after the ummah is by sponsoring some sisters who can't afford our program to come on for free, inshallah. And remember, our program isn't just about ourselves. It's about us taking care of our health, bringing back the sunnah into our lives, as well as delivering aid. And hopefully this November, we'll be able to do something like a water station where we can give communities, animals, and even vegetation water, inshallah, bi'idhnillah. So how do you join? All you do is go to my website, anisasecrets.com, go to the weight loss program and go and sign up. There are easy ways like weekly payments, monthly payments, or a one-off payment. And for those of you who are looking for something just that little bit more special, we have a VIP service which allows you to have everything personalized and then come to Medina for a week in December, inshallah bi'idhnillah. So if that's something that you would like to do, then make sure that you go and send us an email or go and sign up on a call. But the most important thing is that we love for our sisters what we love for ourselves, and we share this, because one of the things that we talked about yesterday a lot on the live was the fact that this seems to be a taboo topic still. We are not a nation that parades themselves. We don't have these before and after pictures, but we know that there are over 200 million suffering. So I'd like you to share this with people. Let's take care of ourselves together. So just to conclude, if you are somebody who wants to increase their energy levels, be happier, lose some of those inches, prevent major diseases, or even start to reverse them, who wants to be a role model to their children or to their communities, even wants to just get back and get closer to the sunnah, then this is the program for you, inshallah. I want to see you on the next glow. It's your turn to glow up. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.